got this new knife from Holtzman Guerrilla Survival. This thing is a beast. It's from their lava line. It's a 1/4 inch, I believe, thick spine on the sucker. But I'm going to use this to baton some of this big, thicker wood into smaller pieces for the stove, because the stove, once you see the stove, it's not that big, so you got to get stuff down. But I want thicker, more solid wood than just twigs, because that's going to give it a much more sustained burn, longer burn. I won't have to feed it as much. I got some good chunks in there. And of course, this knife is just an absolute beast, barreling through that seasoned hardwood, no problem. But there it is. What I like about this one, this particular model, is that it's bigger than the little, I think it's the Nano, and then it's not quite as large as the original, which is, I've had the original and that thing was super heavy. It's just a very heavy stove. But that's it. And this is the stainless model. They do have a titanium model, but I opted for this just for cost. So you just drop the grate in, push that down until it hits the stakes. Now that's going to be your bottom of the stove. And that's going to provide a way for the wood to set. And then you have the additional stakes to do your pot, like that. So now you have a support for your pot. And of course, there are feed ports up here, and then feed ports on 3 sides. So you've got a couple different options. I think what I'll do is I'll take one of my wood blocks here. Make a little bit of a stabilizing stand. There, that's good. So. Oh, it also comes with a grate, another grate that you can set on top, and then a carrying bag, and then of course the metal case, which I don't have with me right now. That's all there is to it. In here, so while that burns down a little bit and gets that wood going, and I can put the pot on, I want to talk about this meal that I got. This is from RightOnTrek. Never heard of these guys, but I'm always looking for new options for food, because it's kind of limited sometimes, and I'm really getting sick of the normal Mountain House meals that I've always had in the past. I'm really used to them. They're good, but I think there are different options out there, and RightOnTrek is a new one to me. And what's interesting about this is that they claim that this is not your typical freeze-dried food bag, and it definitely is not, just based on the instructions. This is the hearty beef bolognese. It's a 4.7 ounce packet, and it cooks in 10 minutes. So their directions are just a little bit different than other ones. Instead of adding hot water to a foil bag and then letting it sit forever and turning out to be usually not that great, sometimes lukewarm, sometimes crunchy. With this one, you boil 10 ounces of water, you add the beef and noodles to the pot and boil that for 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, pretty quick. Turn down the heat, add all the remaining ingredients, and then cook for an additional 2 minutes stirring. Turn off heat and cover for 3, and then enjoy. So not including the boil time, you've got, let's say, 5 minutes to boil the noodles. You've got 2 minutes of stirring, so we're up to 7, and then add 3 more. So 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 minutes. So you got 10 minutes of cooking minus what it takes to boil your water. So it's not bad. And what's interesting about this also is that the calorie count is not horrible. It's 560 calories for this package of food. Sodium's a little high at 730 milligrams. I think that's typical, though, for a lot of backcountry meals because, of course, you need the salt for preservatives. And then total carbohydrates is 71 grams, which is great to have that many carbs because you're going to need that when you're hiking or camping. So it seems like it's a pretty well-balanced meal in that regard. And then the ingredients seem to be very natural. There was no unusual stuff in here. So open this up, and you've got your powder, which is going to be your sauce. You've got the beef crumbles, and then you got your noodles. And then when I received the package, it also came with a condiments package, which was kind of cool. Never seen that before. With a little block of Wisconsin cheddar, and then crushed red pepper and Parmesan. So that's pretty cool that it comes with that. I think that's a nice addition. Adds a little bit extra to that meal. All right, so we need 10 ounces of water. Okay, 10 ounces of water. This fire maple titanium pot has, of course, graduation marks on the inside, which is fabulous. Boil. And the beef. So I've got my Wildo Mess Kit, which I really love. I've had this for a while, but it's really becoming a favorite of mine. So it's just big enough to be a food bowl It came with a mug, but the mug was really insufficient, small, so I put my Ozark Trail red folding cup that I got from Walmart in here. Fits in there perfectly, and it comes with a really nice heavy-duty plastic spork, so that's what we're going to use today, is that spork. Make sure the noodles are stirred so they don't stick. We need to boil this for about 5 minutes, according to directions. Definitely want to use Parmesan cheese and a crushed red pepper. That's just going to make it even better. I do like my stuff spicy. There's that. Stir that up. And then you're supposed to let it set for a few minutes. Ooh. It's hot. I'll let that cool a little bit. But flavor is on point in that crushed red pepper. Woo! I really spiced it up. It's good. I'll let that settle a bit. I think overall I'm happy with the stove from Firebox. It's a great little stove. I just like how it's all one piece and it folds up real easily. So it's not pieces that you're trying to put together. And since it's stainless, it's not going to warp as much as the titanium stoves. You're paying the price, of course, for weight, but that's the trade-off. And it has a lot of feed ports, including that top feed port, which I was able to put the bigger pieces into that. Worked great. And then this fire maple titanium pot is fantastic. Love it. It's got a pour spout with strainer holes on the inside. Good tight fitting lid. Of course, you've heard me talk about other cook gear. You always want a bail for your Bushcraft pot. That way you can hang it over a fire, or you can use it on a grate. And then, of course, folding handles. So it just makes it a versatile piece of equipment. And then this RightOnTrek meal is good. It's really good. Always looking for alternatives for food. Get tired of ramen. Get tired of the typical freeze-dried meals. Now, these RightOnTreks, the shelf life on these is not as long as other meals. And I suspect because it's more fresh. So this one will actually expire in November of this year, 2023. So, I got about a year shelf life, and that's it. It seems, according to the package. And cool thing is, they're made in Montana, so made right here in the U.S. Hearty beef bolognese, RightOnTrek, and sustainable bio-based packaging. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure some people will think that's pretty cool. I will have links to all this stuff in the description below, okay? So, RightOnTrek, Fire Maple, even the Holtzman Gorilla Survival Knife, and Firebox, of course. Everybody knows Firebox. Great brand. But I'll have links for all this stuff. And then there's also links to my Amazon store. So you want to check that out because it has a lot of additional gear that I've reviewed in past videos and in this video. And then also check out the Facebook group. Really huge, like 3.8 thousand people subscribe to that on Facebook, and it's just a great extra content. And then of course, also check out preparedwanderer.com. That is the new website. That has a lot of additional content from other writers, as well as articles, photos, and links to videos, links to the store if you want to buy patches, things like that. So support the links, and that helps support the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching my videos, and we will see you next time on The Prepared Wanderer. Bon appetit!